championship could be decided at the end of this race. This is the penultimate round of the FA Season 5 Championship. There's your boy King Russell commentating your way throughout this episode. And we're here in Saudi Arabia. My goodness, we're the fastest circuit on the calendar, consists in a total of 27 corners and 3 DRS zones to apply on your car when fighting against your opponent. So this is going to be very, very interesting indeed, ladies and gentlemen. And by the way, yes, like I said before, the championship could be decided at the end of this race if Emily or Ruby fail to score points, and Naz could actually be your champion at the end of this race. But if anything happens near the end of this race, we could go on to Brazil, the finale for today. So let's have a look at the championship standings before we head forward in this race today. As you can see here, Naz is leading the way with a healthy lead, I have to say, 31 points ahead of Ruby, Emily in third, Claudia, Washer, Kaylin, King Raza, Rose and Maddie. And the constructor standings, he has been moved around a lot, I gotta say, but our main focus is at McLaren Chrome, Visa Balls and Colour Sport. Visa Balls are in touching distance of McLaren Chrome, so McLaren Chrome needs something at the end of this race to try and hold their constructors lead. And there's some breaking news in the bottom right hand side of the corner of the screen. Colour Sport and Peugeot will not be participating in FA Season 6. That's a disappointing news, unfortunately, because Colour Sport, I wish they were actually racing in Season 6, but this will be their last season here in FA. And King Raza, Josh and Naz, they've all been confirmed to be in FA Season 6. So that's going to be very exciting to hear. But we do have 2 more drivers that could join them at the end of this season, and you guys will find out in the last episode of the whole series. So let's get into the starting grid for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, and this is what it lined up for. Washer is on pole position with Maddie in the Visa Bulls starting second. Saraya, she will line up in third with Naz starting in fourth. There we have the likes of Fritton, he will start in 5th place, and then Kaylin in the McLaren Chrome starts 6th. Emily, she will start in 7th for Lambo Trial Zone. Ruby in a Colour Sport car start in 8th. DJ, last time for Persia E-Drive, he will start in 9th, and his teammate Zaida will start in 10th. 11th will be Josh B in the Red Bull Shira, and his teammate Terrace is going to be alongside him. Rose starts the race in P13. Claudia, Paul qualifying for her, P14. Shay, he will start with 15th, with his teammate Lily starting in 16th. Brandon Al, he will start 17th, out qualifying a race winner of Agent, and King Rasa start 18th, Matty, 19th, and Agent disappointed qualifying after winning a race in FA Season 5. He will run on the field in last. So that is your starting grid for this race. Let's see who is going to win, and let's see if Naz is going to be world champion, or can Ruby or Emily do anything to try and bring it home to the last race of the season. Well, let's find out, because it's now time for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. The 5 red lights are up on your screens. And it's lights out, and away we go. And that's a great start for the likes of Washer against the likes of Maddie, as we now head into turn 1. Yellow flag already. Someone had an incident, and it's your boy King Raza. King Raza already in the wall. What in the world happened there? And he got front wing damage. Literally, when we got off the line, already an incident, and King Raza the first. Oh dear, this is definitely a season forget for him. He got front wing damage, and we have to come into the pits. Oh my goodness, it's a nightmare of a start for us, as we're already dropping so many positions. Luckily, everyone else is okay. We can continue in this race, but my goodness, that must be the weirdest start I've ever seen so far in this season so far, I have to say. King Rat's already crashing out. As we literally get off the line, I wonder if there was contact between some of the drivers, maybe with Agent or Matty or with Brandon, to force them into the wall and get front wing damage. I don't know, but that's just a horrible start for King Raza, and we have to try and recover some positions and pretty much hope for a safety car, I have to say, to try and bring us back into play. But up ahead, we've got a great fight going on here for P5 here. Fritton, Emily, Kaylin having a great scrap, I must say, on the first lap of this race. Caitlin got her way through the likes of Emily, and Emily is still trying to defend. Meanwhile, her teammate Saraya trying to get past the likes of Maddie. She got a perfect exit out of the final corner. As we start lap 2 out of 25, Saraya is up into P2. Second place for Saraya for Lambo Trolley Zone. You do not count on Lambo Trolley Zone, never ever, because they always find a way to try and get themselves into play for this race. But I mean, it kind of should have been Emily. Emily should be in second place because that would definitely bring her back into play. Naz in P4 so far, and if it stays like this, Naz will be your champion at the end of this race. But it's a long way to go. Only lap 2 out of 25. Anything can happen during this tense moment of the race. And here is Caitlin defending against Emily. Emily's going to turn it down the inside of Caitlin, and Caitlin moves down a place. Emily over to P6, and now she might be challenging the likes of Fritton for P5. They're going side by side. These corners will be coming at you very, very quickly. And look at that. Emily got the move done. She's up into P5. Great fighting from these guys, absolutely, as we just watch on board with Fritton now trying to maybe reclaim the place that he lost, and Emily actually kind of giving Naz a little bit of pressure, I have to say, but it's not really working out as she stays in P5 for now. But look at Kaden make her way through. Kaden got past Fritton, and now she's looking for the move on Emily. She's going to have to go around the outside. Emily's going to try and defend it as we head round the final corner. Now, who has the better exit between Emily and Kaden? And it's going to be Kaden, but look at that, Money having a fight with the likes of Saraya as well. This is getting really, really close, and Naz is getting herself involved, making the move on her teammate into turn 1, now and into the braking zone, into the 3 and into 4. The two Visa Bulls fighting it out for third place. This is incredible stuff, as Naz might got the elbow, I don't know, but they're still good at it, and Money just managed to hang on just for now. But Naz, she's still trying, but now she gave up. She gave up the place, and Naz shot down to P4. My goodness, this is turning into a really, really cracking scrap. And because of all of that, by the way, Washer is actually pulling away for the likes of Saraya, and Washer, who might have a chance of getting into FA Season 6. I mean, it would be lovely to have him back in FA Season 6, because I have to say, he really deserves it. But Fritton, I have to say, his teammate really, really have picked up the pace in the second half of this season, and they kind of just switched over. Washer was dominating in a team battle in the first half of this season, and then Fritton in the second half of the season. But right now, it is Washer actually looking pretty good right now. He's now 4 seconds ahead of Saraya. And meanwhile, look at this, Adrian and Lily having a great scrap for position as we watch him back to two Visa Bulls fighting out for podium position. Naz with the DRS. She's on the mediums, by the way. And now Naz is going to get the move done and maybe go for P2. Down the inside, Naz goes. Saraya's going to try and defend. It's not going to be worth it because Naz is through and she's up into P2. Oh my goodness, they're just overtaking everywhere on this track. It's incredible stuff. As you can see, Saraya, she's not going to let this one go very easily. And now she's going to try and go around the outside on the likes of Naz. And she got the move done before we head into turn 13. She's back up into P2. And Naz had to stay in P3 for now. But my goodness, this race is really starting to boil over as now Maddie making a move on the line to Kaden. Maddie have gone backwards actually. That's not what we want to see. Maddie's gone backwards but managed to reclaim that position for P4, and now she's looking for the move on her teammate. Now was in podium position but not for long, because here comes Maddie down the inside and get the move done. She's back into third place and now challenges Saraya for P2. All of this fighting is just allowing Washer to pull away even more as Maddie get the place and she's into P2. My goodness, these guys are absolutely giving it everything, and you just love to see it. You just love to see it. I mean, it's nearly the end of the season, and these drivers just giving it everything they have before FA Season 6, because obviously some of these guys, well, most of these guys we will not see in FA Season 6, in possibly in a future FX or FA or maybe an FA Extra. But yeah, these guys are just giving it everything, and you just love to see it on track, as there is Kaylin making a move on the light of Maddie. These two going side by side. Kaylin in the McLaren Chrome is up into P4. Outperforming, I must say, Claudia, who's all the way down there in P15, but she's actually on the hard. So I think they're trying to go for a long strategy here for Claudia. Let's see if that's going to pay off. Let's be watching Maddie now really getting into the thick of it with Kaylin and Naz, but Maddie just can't find the move there, nor can Kaylin. Naz just managed to hang on to the position, but as we skip to that later, Fritton is starting to make his way through the field, as now he makes a move on the light of Kaylin. Kaylin and Fritton going side by side, but Kaylin managed to hold on to the podium position, but you can see there, Fritton's not giving up. He's not giving up, ladies and gentlemen, and as we're watching these guys having a great scrap, look at this car pile-up going on here. This big car pile going on, this big car, pack of cars actually fighting for position. Ruby, Josh, my goodness, Emily, Zai, all fighting for position. Incredible stuff, as we're seeing Josh losing out to the likes of Emily, who got a 5-second penalty. Emily got a 5-second penalty. That's not what you want to see, actually, especially if you're trying to save your championship's charge against Naz and against Ruby. That's not good news for Emily, as we're watching now Zai in the Peugeot e-drive making the move, going round the outside on the likes of Josh. I'm wondering if those softs are starting to go. Yes, they are. You can see, look at the state of those tyres of Josh B, the FA Season 1 champion, having a go on the likes of Zai. Zai is going to try and defend this one as we head through the quick chicanes right there. And now it's not like Josh got the move done. He has. He's up into P9. And while that's going on, Naz and Kaylin having a great scrap for position as well. Naz, I think, managed to defend against Kaylin. Naz is actually on the mediums, so I think the mediums are now the quickest time, because you can see there, you can tell that the softs are starting to go away as Naz make the move on her teammate. Down the inside she goes. Naz get the move done. Maddie's actually trying to defend. As we're watching now, Washer is in. Your race leader, Washer, in the pits off the sauce. Let's see what tyres he's going to go on, and he's going on to the hards. Interesting. Washer on the hards. Let's see how long can these hards hang on for, because he's going for a long strategy, I must say. Maybe a hards to a softs near the end. We'll see, but we've got a yellow flag set to 2 and a safety car. Safety car is out, and Matty is in the wall. Matty out of the race. I have to say for Matty, I think he's having a very terrible season. A pretty bad season for Matty. Definitely a season to forget. And hopefully we see him again in the future of FAX Racing. But in FA Season 6, it doesn't look necessary. Throughout this whole season, Matty has been struggling against King Raz. Well, McLaren Shadow has been struggling this whole season, I must say, besides the first 3 rounds of FA Season 5. But yeah, Matty out of this race. That's something you do not want to hear, but music to the ears with your boy King Razza, because we definitely need a safety car to get ourselves back into play. So we are definitely going to come into the pit. Soraya is in. Washer, where did he come out? In P16, ahead of Shay and Agent. So I was expecting all the soft runners to come into pits, and that's what's happening. Soraya is in, and she's going onto the hards right now. So she's going onto the hards. Fritton is now in, off from the softs. Let's see what he's going to go on. Another set of softs. Huh. Interesting, as Emily actually has to serve her 5-second penalty, so that's not good news for her. But yeah, safety car is now ending, and look when you know it, Naz is going to lead us back into green flag racing. But by the way, ladies and gentlemen, Naz has not pitted. She has not pitted during the safety car, and I'm just questioning why has she not pitted right now, because she's probably going to be falling down the field as we go back. Green flag racing. Naz leads us away, but I don't know how long she can hang on to this lead, because Soraya, she's on fresh hards, and look at that, already Soraya is making her way through to the lead of the Grand Prix. There goes Soraya into P1 to the planet feasible stride. Well,
I don't think it's going to work out. I don't think it's going to work out. As Claudia, she also hasn't pitted. Also, during the safety car period. And now Washer is making a move on everyone right now. Washer got past Naz and also Fritton. This is turning into a nightmare for Naz because she's going to be dropping down the field very, very quickly. This is not looking good. It's not looking good, and I just feel like Reasonable might have got. I think Reasonable's got their strategy absolutely wrong right now because, well, on Naz's side, especially if she's going for this championship, that could really help out Emily, and that could really help out the likes of Ruby to try and save this championship fight, I must say, because Naz is going to be dropping so many positions. There is Claudia. She's getting swarmed by the pack behind Naz is, and I thought she's going to be absolutely furious. Here is Maddie and Claudia trying to make her way through. They can't find a way through because there goes Claudia to the inside of the likes of Naz, and now Maddie is making her way through. But look at Fritton, the end-of-team battle between Lassie Williams, now 2 and 3. Fritton into P2. Second place for Fritton, as Soraya is now leading the Saudi Arabia Grand Prix. So, this is turning into something very, very interesting. So Soraya leading the way. Washington's been dominating the first half of this race, by the way. Finds himself in P3, not where he really wanted to be, I must say, as Claudia got past the likes of Naz, and now Naz is going to get swarmed by all the other cars. DJ, Maddie, Terrace, Emily. This is turning into a nightmare. An absolute nightmare for Naz. And by the way, DJ is in P5. Yes, DJ in the Peugeot is in P5. That is crazy. That safety car really helped them out. Yellow flag sector 2, summoned out the incident, and Zyza got a 5-second penalty, so that's not what you really need, I must say. But we're still going on. No safety car, no VSC yet, but we're still under green flag racing, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, Naz is just falling and falling, as so is Claudia as well, I must say. It's not looking good for neither driver at all, as Agent got a 5-second penalty, as well as, oh my goodness, contact between Agent and Zai. I mean, it's getting a little bit desperate out there on the track, I must say. As you can see, lots of cars really squabbling for positions right now. The midfield pack is just literally giving it everything. Ruby is trying to make her way through, but just got cut off by the likes of Agent on the soft compound tyres. My goodness, keep it clean, guys. Keep it clean, because this is turning into a massive scrap. This is what Naz is causing, by the way. The whole pack to bunch up again because they're getting held up by her because she's on worn out mediums. This is not looking good for Naz, and she's going to be out on the points. Oh dear, it's not looking good. Not looking good for Naz at all, as we're watching now. The Elastian Williams actually look like swapping positions, because it's looking like they're actually working together to try and catch the likes of Soraya. And I have to say, this plan actually is working, because now they've got the gap down to under a second, as Washer is going to leapfrog his way back up into P2, but he had a perfect exit out of that corner, and he really has closed in on the back of Soraya, as there goes Washer now. It's going to make a move on the likes of Soraya. Washer is going to go back to the lead, but Soraya is going to try and defend this. The two banging wheels round the final corner we go. Soraya had the perfect exit. They both got DRS now. Can Washer try and get the momentum to try and get past Soraya? No, he lost time round the final corner. Couldn't get the throttle to the pedal, and Soraya hangs on to the lead of this race. Game on! Game on for this race win between the top 3 drivers, as Soraya, as she skips a lap later, by the way, to lap 17. Soraya's down to P3. Fritton's in the lead, and Washer sending down the inside of Fritton. He's up into P1. My goodness, we got a 3-way fight, ladies and gentlemen, for first place for the win of this Grand Prix. And my, these 3 are giving it everything in the closing stages of this race. I hope you guys are enjoying this. I hope you guys are enjoying this. I mean, what could we expect in the last race of the season, the finale in Brazil. My oh my, these guys are giving it everything, and that's just what you want to see right now. As here is Adrian now giving Emily a little bit of pressure. Adrian has to go round the outside. Emily's going to try and defend the inside. Look at this. It's getting really close between Adrian and Emily as they both got the DRS maybe, and Emily got the DRS, but look at that. Adrian got the Bella exit, and Adrian just managed to hang on and get through the likes of Emily into P6. Yes, P6. And Adrian stays in P6, but look at Emily. She's still looking pretty feisty, and Emily's gonna get the move done as she sent it down the inside, and Emily back up into 6th place. So this fight for 6th is looking pretty good between Emily and Adrian as we're back to the leaders. It's 1 and 2, by the way, for Alasia Williams Racing. 1 and 2. Just imagine, ladies and gentlemen, if they were performing like that at the start of this season. My goodness, they will be your Constructors Champions, I must say. They might be in the fight for the Constructors Championship. But unfortunately, it didn't happen. And I mean, Fritz and Washer, they've been amazing this season. They've honestly been amazing. And it's sad to see that only one of them is not going to make it to FA Season 6. It's very, very, very sad, unfortunately, to say this, as it's either these two are going to go into FA Season 6, and Soraya, well, we're not going to see her in FA Season 6, but we're definitely going to see her making a move, or maybe making a double overtake on both cars of Alasia Williams. Soraya back up into P1. What a move from her. And Washer and Fenton are fighting it out, trying to make a decision who will get second. And it's Washer managed to get second place, but Soraya, my goodness, literally dive bomb both cars to get back into first place. Incredible stuff that we're seeing here in Saudi Arabia. My goodness. That was insane stuff from Soraya, and my goodness. Oh man, I'm really gonna miss these guys if we don't see them in FA Season 6. It's like we won't see Soraya in FA Season 6. Oh no, there's a pile-up, there's a big crash, oh no, safety car is out. Safety car is out. I don't know who was out going slowly, but we just lost 3 drivers there. We lost Lily, we lost Agent is out. My goodness, I think that's Emily. Emily is involved as well. We're on board with Kaylin, who's also involved. Oh, it's Emily. So Emily got a puncher, and unfortunately, I think that causes the big pile-up. I think that might be Agent that went straight into Emily, and unfortunately for those guys, that causes the massive pile-up behind them. And Emily's out. Emily is out. Oh no, that might be championship done for Emily and possibly for Ruby, because we've got a safety car and some drivers are going to take the opportunity to come into the pits. This is definitely going to help out Naz as well. Naz, who find herself probably in a pretty bad position, not pitting during the first safety car, have a big opportunity to pit in this safety car. This championship might be over because Ruby's on worn out hards, and Naz is definitely going to come into the pits. I'm sure she has to come into the pits if she wants to secure this championship. But my goodness, Donkey Doo, Emily's championship run may be done and over with now. She has to pray that Naz does not score any points in this last 5 laps of this Grand Prix, as Rose and Terrace are both in. They're both in the pits, and Rose is on fresh mediums, so is Terrace. He's on fresh mediums. Is Naz gonna come in? She is. Naz is coming in. I knew it. I knew she's gonna take this opportunity. They should have done it during the first safety car, but they're so lucky that this safety car has come out, and suddenly there may be hope for the likes of Naz. She could actually win this championship in this race if she finished in the points, and she's on the sauce safety car is now going to end. So we've got 2 questions that's going to be answered here, possibly in this race, ladies and gentlemen. Soraya is going to lead us back into green flag racing. It's either Soraya, Washer, DJ, DJ is in third, and Fritton. Those guys, between those 4 drivers, we could have a race winner between these 2. Well, one of them is going to win this race, but for Naz, we could be crowning our FA Season 5 champion at the end of this race if Naz can finish into the points. Well, let's see what will happen, because let's go. 3 laps to go. Lap 23 out of 25, and Soraya lead us into green flag racing, and Fritton is going to send it down the inside on the likes of DJ. Fritton, remember, he's on fresh sauce, so he pitted during the safety car, and already Fritton is giving Soraya a washer and a little bit of leeway. Let me tell you, these guys are fighting it out for P1. Oh my goodness, Fritton might actually win this race. He might actually win this race. Soraya and Washer, maybe they shouldn't have pitted during the safety car, because Fritton have gone for a ballsy strategy to try and win this race on fresh starts, and he sent it down the inside of Washer, and look at Fritton using the battery to get past Soraya to the lead on the Grand Prix, and that might be the race winning move to win this race. Fritton, P1. Oh my goodness, donkey do. Money, watch Money. Money's making a move now. Money's into P2. Money into second place. My goodness, why this race turn into? Oh no, Naz got a 5-second penalty. Naz got a 5-second penalty. That's not what she needs. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, King Razza I is in P10. He has pitted during the safety car. He's now in 10th place, and Fritton is now gone. He is disappeared into the distance. He is 2 seconds ahead of Maddie, and I think Fritton might have secured this race win. I think he got this race win in the bag. What a drive, what a strategy call from Fritton and Alassi Williams Racing. I just feel like Washer and Soraya should have done the same thing, and then maybe, just maybe, they could have been in the mix. They could have been in the mix, but it's not going to happen. And by the way, Persia E-Drive, 5th and 6th. This is turning into a really good race for Persia E-Drive, I gotta say, as Rose now making a move actually, while Rose is probably going to spoil the party. She sent it down the inside of DJ, and DJ has lost position. King Razza III is now right behind DJ. Where the heck did King Razza come from? He's on the fresh sauce, and he's already in the points. Remember, after that weird incident that happened at the start, front wing damage, hardcore tyres, who's like 55 seconds behind, nearly a lap down, 2 safety cars, and suddenly, thanks to that safety car, your boy King Razza is back in play, and he just made the move for Washer. King Razza is up into P5. What is going on in the closing stages of this race? We're onto the final lap of this Grand Prix. Fritton start the final lap of this race. Maddie in second, Rose in third. King Razza is now going to make the move on the Soraya. Soraya's going to get overtaken by King Razza. There he goes to the inside. King Razza and Soraya side by side. Who's going to get the better exit? It's obviously going to have to be King Razza. He's through. He's up into P4. Oh my goodness, Donkey Doo, I'm literally out of breath. And Naz is in P6. Naz is in 6th place, and Ruby's out of the points. This might be it, ladies and gentlemen. I think Naz has done it. I think she is going to be your champion now, because there's no way that Emily and Ruby can do anything to stop her. Emily's out, Ruby P13, but let's turn your eyes to Fritton. What a strategy call he has made today, and Lassie Williams have yet again been on top, and now it's gonna be Fritton's day to round the final corner to get 2 wins on his name. Fritton crossed the line and wins the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. Money comes home in second place, Rose is gonna hang on to third, but Naz is champion of the world. We have crowned your FA Season 5 champion, and it is going to Naz. Naz is your FA Season 5 champion, joining the champions of King Razza and Josh B. What a race! What a way to conclude the promoted round of the season. And there's your results. Fritton wins it for Alassio Williams, Rose second, Maddie third, King Razza, Saraya, Washer Terrace, DJ, Kanan, Naz in P10. It doesn't matter if she's finishing P10, she won the championship now. Ruby 11th, Zizo Brandon, Josh, Claudia, Shay, and then your retirements, Agent, Lily, Emily, Matty. Oh my goodness, that was a crazy end. That was an honestly crazy end. Well done to Fritton. What a strategy call. What a strategy call from Rose. What a strategy call from King Razza. We literally came out of nowhere. That is just crazy stuff. But look at that. There is your championship standings, and ladies and gentlemen, we don't really have to go through it now because the Drivers' Championship is done. It's finished. Naz is your FA Season 5 champion. Her first championship in her career, and we're gonna it's confirmed that we're gonna see her again in FA Season 6. Congratulations to Naz. She is now a champion, and she is going into FA Season 6 as your rated champion, dethroning a 3-season reign from King Razza the First. My goodness, wow. That's definitely going to be really, really, really good for Naz. As we look at the constructors. The constructors still need to be decided. It's between McLaren Chrome, Visa Balls, and Colour Sport for the constructors. But the big question is, who's going to win it out? There's lots of questions that still need to be answered, and that's how we conclude this episode. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching this episode, and we'll see you in the finale of FA Season 5. Naz is your champion. Who's going to be your team's champion? Find out pretty soon. Bye bye and good night.